Mikel Arteta reacts to Granit Xhaka's red card after Arsenal's defeat to Manchester City. Mikel Arteta admitted he was angry after Granit Xhaka's sending off in Arsenal's 5-0 defeat to Manchester City, but suggested similar challenges against his team went unpunished in their two opening matches of the season. The Gunners' miserable start to the Premier League campaign continued as they were crushed by Pep Guardiola's rampant City team, with goals from Ilkay Gundogan and Ferran Torres giving the champions a healthy advantage inside 12 minutes. Xhaka was shown a straight red card for a reckless two-footed tackle on Joao Cancelo in the 35th minute before Gabriel Jesus and Rodri netted either side of half-time to extend the hosts' lead. Torres completed his brace to round off a dream afternoon for City, with the result moving them to the top of the table. The Gunners, meanwhile, find themselves at the opposite end of the division down in 20th, still yet to pick up a single point from 3 games. Arteta could not hide his frustration when asked about the incident during his post-match interview with BT Sport, as he felt the sending-off gave his team a mountain to climb, with just 10 players on the field. "I'm angry because of the consequences that it had to the team," the Spaniard said. "I must say, the line that we are being judged with is really, really thin because we had actions like that already in the 2 Premier League games and nothing happened. I'm very disappointed with the second goal, with the way they allowed that goal." Arteta added, "It's really painful. A lot of incidents happened in the game to get to where we got. I think we started the game really, really well, and the first situation, they had the ball right near to our box. We didn't defend the cross, we defended the run into the box really poorly, and we are 1-0 down. After that, we tried to go again, we created some situations, we conceded a second goal. For me, it's a clear punch on Callum's, Chambers' face, but the referee allows it to go and we are 2-0 down. After the red card, obviously we had a mountain to climb. The result leaves Arsenal at the bottom of the table with a goal difference of -8 going into the international break that will give them some much-needed respite. Still, pressure is beginning to mount on Arteta's shoulders, who has guided his side to back-to-back 8th-placed finishes during his 20 months at the helm. Former Chelsea boss Antonio Conte has been linked with a switch to the Emirates if the Spanish coach does lose his job in the coming weeks, and a large section of the Gunners' faithful took to social media, urging technical director Edu to bring Conte to North London. Arsenal star Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has admitted that it will be difficult for Mikel Arteta to regroup his side after the Gunners' horrid Premier League start. This comes amid rumours suggesting Arteta's grace period is slowly coming to an end. Aubameyang said after Arsenal's 5-0 loss to Manchester City, "It will be difficult for Arteta to build his squad. We have to play with courage and we have to play with everything. As I said, we have to take risks and we just didn't do enough today, and that's it. We have to talk between us players, and I think that's now important because we're Arsenal and we need pride." Arsenal captain Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang also has admitted the Gunners will have to look in the mirror, and the senior players must step forward after their 5-0 loss to Manchester City. Aubameyang said, "We have to look at ourselves in the mirror and stick together. That's the only way to go forward. We are a team and we have to stick together in this moment, and as a senior player, we have to show this to the younger players. It's not going to be easy, but we have to give our best. We have to say the truth between each other and be honest." Mesut Ozil reacts to Arsenal's heavy defeat to Manchester City as Gunners go bottom of Premier League. Mesut Ozil has urged Arsenal to trust the process after the Gunners were thrashed by Manchester City to slip to the bottom of the Premier League. Arsenal's shocking start to the season and struggles under Mikel Arteta continued at the Etihad on Saturday as they were thumped 5-0 by Premier League champions Man City. Following their opening day defeat to Brentford and home loss to London rivals Chelsea, Arsenal have lost their opening 3 games of the league season for the first time since 1954 and are still without a goal. Taking to social media after the defeat, Ozil, who spent 8 years at the Emirates before joining Fenerbahce in January, said, "Trust the process," with a heartbroken emoji. The result leaves Arteta fighting to save his job at Arsenal, and the manager hopes his team can improve once some players return from the treatment room following the international break. "To be honest, I have no words to talk about Arsenal now. I don't know what Arteta's game plan is. Looking at the defense, and it is a disaster class. Between Cedric Soares, Sead Kolasinac, they are all over the place. Arsenal's defeat was really embarrassing." Everton have reportedly made an approach to take Ainsley Maitland-Niles on loan. The Toffees need a right back, and the Gunners are open to letting Maitland-Niles leave in this window. Relations are good between the clubs following a number of deals between them in recent years, including Alex Iwobi and Theo Walcott. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta also remains highly regarded by the board at Goodison Park. England international Maitland-Niles, who can also play in midfield, spent the back end of last season on loan at West Brom. The 23-year-old also has interest from other clubs, but Everton's is said to be the strongest with little over 4 days of the window remaining. Maitland-Niles, who is contracted to the Gunners until 2023, made his debut for Arsenal in 2014 and has made 122 appearances for his boyhood club, but has seen his game time restricted in recent seasons. Arsenal forward saving club £20 million has moved to Brazilian side Corinthians edges closer. Willian has 2 years left on his £240,000 a week Arsenal contract, but instead of staying at the Emirates or asking for a payoff, he will tear up his contract and sign for Corinthians in the next 48 hours. Not only is the 33-year-old saving Arsenal £20 million, he is also taking a 70% pay cut to return to his former club. Arsenal directors are said to be amazed by Willian's gesture. Willian has been an exemplary professional since he moved to the Premier League 8 years ago, and he wants to leave English football with his head held high. The Brazilian accepts his move to Arsenal from Chelsea last summer has not worked out, and he wishes everyone at the club all the very best for the future. Speaking earlier this week, Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta confirmed Willian has held talks over a move to Corinthians. "We are having some conversations with him and the agent, and we are evaluating the position that we are in at the moment," Arteta said ahead of Saturday's 5-0 defeat by Premier League champions Manchester City. "I don't know why it hasn't worked out for him here. At the moment, he is an Arsenal player, and we are trying to get the best out of him while he is here. Anything different is just things that can happen." Arsenal keeping close eye on Yves Bissouma. Arsenal and Manchester United are not giving up on their hopes of signing Yves Bissouma from Brighton and Hove Albion this summer. According to journalist Ekram Connor, Brighton are demanding a fee in the region of €35 million for their star midfielder. He also claimed that Arsenal and Manchester United are interested in signing the 24-year-old, and are keeping a close eye on his situation. Bissouma joined Brighton in 2018 from Lille and has established himself as a key player for the Seagulls. He is a highly rated energetic midfielder who would be an excellent signing for Mikel Arteta's side. The Gunners are desperate to bolster their midfield and have been linked with several players, including Ruben Neves. Bissouma is also one of their targets, but they will need to pay big money to sign the midfielder. Arsenal have already signed Ben White from Brighton this summer, and it will be interesting to see whether they make a solid attempt to sign another player from the same club in the closing stages of the transfer window.
If you like the video, like, share.